Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask, have you ever felt alone in a crowd? Have you looked around and sensed that nobody really cares about you? It's a harsh truth, but it's one that many of us face in our daily lives. But let me tell you this, the realization that nobody cares about you can be the catalyst for your transformation. It can propel you from the shadows of despair into the light of purpose and fulfillment. Why? Because once you accept this reality, you become empowered to take charge of your own life, to cultivate your happiness, and to forge authentic relationships. This is not a message of hopelessness. It's a call to action. Stay with me as we delve deeper into how this understanding can change your life forever. Self-responsibility is one of the most fundamental principles that can transform your life. It is the recognition that you alone are responsible for your thoughts, actions, and outcomes. In a world where it's easy to blame others for our misfortunes, embracing self-responsibility empowers us to reclaim our narrative and steer our lives in a direction that aligns with our true aspirations. The journey begins with understanding that no one else is to blame for our circumstances. When we shift our mindset from victimhood to ownership, we open the door to endless possibilities. Taking self-responsibility requires a deep level of introspection. It's essential to evaluate our decisions and recognize that every choice we make has consequences. Often we fall into the trap of seeing ourselves as passive players in our own lives, influenced by external factors beyond our control. This perspective can lead to feelings of helplessness and frustration. However, the moment we acknowledge that our choices significantly shape our reality, we unlock the power within ourselves to change. This realization fosters a sense of agency, making us proactive rather than reactive. Another critical aspect of self-responsibility is recognizing the role of our thoughts and beliefs. Our mindset dictates how we perceive challenges and opportunities. If we believe that we are not capable of achieving our goals, we are likely to sabotage ourselves before even trying. Conversely, when we adopt a growth mindset, believing that we can improve through effort and learning, we set ourselves on a path to success. This shift in thinking is essential for self-responsibility, as it encourages us to take charge of our internal dialogue. Rather than succumbing to negative self-talk, we learn to cultivate a narrative that is empowering and constructive. Self-responsibility also encompasses emotional ownership. Our feelings are valid, but how we respond to those feelings is our choice. When we experience negative emotions, it is easy to project them onto others or external situations, blaming them for our unhappiness. However, self-responsibility demands that we examine our emotions closely, understanding that we hold the keys to our emotional responses. By taking responsibility for our feelings, we gain control over our emotional well-being. This does not mean suppressing emotions or pretending everything is fine. Instead, it involves acknowledging our feelings and determining how we will respond to them. Self-responsibility is intricately linked to accountability. Being accountable means holding yourself to the commitments you make, whether to yourself or to others. This accountability fosters trust in your relationships and reinforces your integrity. When you consistently follow through on your promises, you build a reputation as a dependable person. This not only enhances your relationships, but also cultivates self-respect. You begin to see yourself as someone who can be trusted to take action, which is a powerful motivator for personal growth and success. Embracing self-responsibility also encourages proactive problem solving. Rather than waiting for someone else to step in and provide solutions, self-responsibility prompts us to seek out answers ourselves. This approach fosters resilience and adaptability. When faced with obstacles, individuals who practice self-responsibility are more likely to analyze the situation, weigh their options, and take decisive action. They understand that setbacks are a part of life and view challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than insurmountable barriers. Self-responsibility involves setting boundaries. To effectively take charge of your life, you must learn to say no to things that do not align with your goals or values. This might mean distancing yourself from toxic relationships, declining commitments that drain your energy, or prioritizing your well-being over societal expectations. Establishing boundaries protects your time and energy, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. It also sends a clear message to others about how you expect to be treated, reinforcing your self-worth. Self-responsibility drives personal development. When we take charge of our lives, we become more inclined to seek knowledge, learn new skills, and invest in our growth. This commitment to self-improvement creates a ripple effect, leading to enhanced confidence and competence. As we grow, we become better equipped to handle challenges and pursue our goals with greater clarity and determination. This ongoing journey of self-discovery and development is essential for a fulfilling life. Self-responsibility fosters a sense of purpose. When you recognize that your actions and decisions shape your life's trajectory, you become more intentional in your choices. You start to align your daily actions with your long-term goals and values. This alignment cultivates a profound sense of fulfillment as you see how your efforts contribute to your vision for your life. Living with purpose brings joy and satisfaction, reinforcing the belief that you are the architect of your own destiny. Self-responsibility is a powerful concept that can reshape how we approach our lives. By taking ownership of our choices, emotions, and actions, we unlock the potential for profound change. This shift in mindset encourages us to be proactive, embrace accountability, set boundaries, and prioritize personal growth. As we embark on this journey of self-responsibility, we cultivate a deep sense of agency, enabling us to create the lives we desire and deserve. In a world where it is easy to feel invisible, embracing self-responsibility allows us to shine brightly, empowering ourselves and those around us. Life is often a complex tapestry woven with joy, pain, triumph, and failure. One of the stark realities we must confront is the inherent indifference of the world around us. While this notion may seem disheartening at first, it is crucial to accept it as an integral part of our human experience. This indifference is not a reflection of our worth or the value of our existence, rather. It serves as a reminder of the importance of self-reliance and resilience. Understanding that life does not owe us anything can be the catalyst for profound personal growth and empowerment. The first aspect of life's indifference is the recognition that we are not the center of the universe. We often operate under the assumption that our struggles, achievements, and desires are the focal point of existence. However, in reality, the world is vast and teeming with diverse experiences. Millions of people are navigating their paths, each with their own stories, dreams, and challenges. This realization can be humbling, but also liberating. It allows us to shift our focus from seeking validation from others to finding intrinsic motivation within ourselves. When we understand that the world is indifferent, we begin to see that our value does not depend on external acknowledgement, but is rooted in who we are as individuals. Life's indifference also manifests in how we respond to setbacks and disappointments. Many people experience failures, rejections, or unforeseen obstacles, and these challenges can leave us feeling dejected or abandoned. However, it is essential to recognize that the universe operates without a personal agenda. Disappointment is a universal experience that does not discriminate based on who we are or what we want. Accepting this truth enables us to develop a healthier perspective on failure. Rather than viewing setbacks as personal affronts or evidence of inadequacy, we can see them as natural occurrences that are part of the journey. This perspective empowers us to learn from our experiences, adapt, and move forward with greater resilience. Understanding life's indifference encourages us to cultivate emotional independence. It is easy to fall into the trap of seeking validation from others, expecting them to recognize our worth or support our ambitions. However, when we grasp the reality that most people are preoccupied with their own lives, we begin to understand that it is unrealistic to rely solely on external affirmation. Emotional independence means taking ownership of our feelings, acknowledging our worth, and finding joy within ourselves. This shift in perspective allows us to develop healthier relationships and avoid the disappointment that comes from unmet expectations. When we are not reliant on others for our emotional well-being, we become more resilient, adaptable, and self-sufficient. The indifference of life compels us to be proactive in creating our happiness. Instead of waiting for external circumstances to align perfectly before we pursue our goals or seek fulfillment, we learn that we must take action ourselves. This realization is both empowering and liberating. It encourages us to stop playing the victim and to start being the hero of our own story. We must take initiative, set goals, and actively work towards achieving them. Life may not offer us opportunities on a silver platter, but it does present us with the canvas upon which we can paint our dreams. By embracing this reality, we become the architects of our destiny. Understanding that life is indifferent also fosters gratitude. When we accept that nothing is guaranteed, We begin to appreciate the moments of joy, connection, and success in our lives more deeply. Life's fleeting nature prompts us to cherish our experiences, however small or mundane they may be. We learn to be grateful for the little things: a warm cup of coffee, a smile from a stranger, a moment of laughter with friends. By focusing on gratitude, we cultivate a positive mindset that allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. This awareness of life's indifference can also inspire us to contribute positively to the world around us. When we accept that we are not the center of the universe, we become more empathetic towards others. We recognize that everyone is facing their battles, and this realization fosters compassion and understanding. As we acknowledge the indifference of life, we are motivated to extend kindness and support to others. Our actions become intentional and purpose-driven, leading to a more fulfilling and interconnected existence. By contributing positively to the lives of those around us, we create a ripple effect that enriches our own lives in return. Understanding life's indifference can help us cultivate resilience. When we accept that life will not always unfold according to our plans, we become more adaptable and open to change. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, and it is a skill that can be developed through practice and experience. As we face challenges, we learn to approach them with a growth mindset, viewing obstacles as opportunities for learning rather than insurmountable barriers. This resilience empowers us to navigate life's ups and downs with confidence and grace. Accepting the reality of life's indifference can be a transformative experience. It encourages us to embrace our own agency, cultivate emotional independence, and actively pursue our happiness. By shifting our focus from seeking validation to finding fulfillment within ourselves, we become more resilient and empowered. Life's indifference does not diminish our worth. Instead, it serves as a reminder that we have the power to shape our lives. As we navigate this journey, we learn to appreciate the beauty of existence, forge genuine connections with others, and contribute positively to the world around us. Ultimately, embracing the indifference of life allows us to live authentically, purposefully, and with a profound sense of gratitude. Expectations are an intricate part of the human experience, shaping our perceptions, relationships, and overall outlook on life. However, they often create a double-edged sword, acting as both guiding principles and potential sources of frustration. Many people carry expectations regarding their relationships, career paths, personal growth, and even how others should behave. The crux of the issue lies in the reality that expectations are often illusions, constructs of our minds that can bind us, leading to disappointment and disillusionment when reality fails to align with our ideals. Understanding this dynamic can liberate us from self-imposed limitations and foster a more authentic, fulfilling existence. One of the primary ways expectations can bind us is through the concept of attachment. When we become attached to certain outcomes, we place ourselves in a position of vulnerability. This attachment creates a sense of urgency and pressure, leading us to believe that we must achieve a specific result to find happiness or fulfillment. For instance, in relationships, individuals often develop expectations about how their partner should behave, communicate, or express love. These expectations can lead to resentment and disappointment when reality falls short. When we hold on tightly to these ideals, we inadvertently set ourselves up for failure. The more rigid our expectations, the more likely we are to experience dissatisfaction when life does not unfold as we envisioned. Expectations can distort our perception of reality. When we create an idealized version of how things should be, we may overlook the beauty and richness of the present moment. For instance, in our careers, we may develop expectations of rapid advancement or recognition. When those expectations are not met, we can become consumed by feelings of inadequacy and frustration. We might find ourselves so focused on reaching a particular milestone that we fail to appreciate the journey, the lessons learned, and the relationships forged along the way. This myopic view can limit our capacity for growth and self-discovery. By releasing rigid expectations, we can shift our focus from what we believe we should have to what we actually have, leading to a greater appreciation for our experiences. Another critical aspect of the illusion of expectations is the way they can impact our relationships. When we enter into friendships or romantic partnerships with preconceived notions of how the other person should act or respond, we set the stage for potential conflict. People are inherently unique with their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences. When we impose our expectations onto others, we risk alienating them and stifling genuine connection. Instead of fostering open communication and understanding, we create an environment where individuals feel pressure to meet our standards. This dynamic can lead to resentment, misunderstandings, and even the deterioration of the relationship itself. Learning to accept people as they are without the burden of expectation allows for deeper connections built on authenticity and mutual respect. The illusion of expectations can hinder our personal growth and development. When we set rigid goals based on societal norms or external validation, we may find ourselves on a path that does not resonate with our true selves. For example, the societal expectation to pursue a specific career or attain a particular level of education can lead us to overlook our passions and innate talents. This pressure can result in a sense of unfulfillment as we chase goals that do not align with our values or desires. Instead, by cultivating an open mindset that embraces exploration and adaptability, we can uncover new opportunities that genuinely resonate with us. Letting go of predefined expectations allows us to embark on a journey of self-discovery, leading to a more authentic and fulfilling life. The concept of expectation can breed a sense of entitlement. When we hold expectations about how life should treat us, we may develop a mindset that fosters disappointment when those expectations are not met. This entitlement can lead to a cycle of negativity where we feel wronged by the world and develop a victim mentality. In contrast, embracing the unpredictability of life encourages us to cultivate resilience and adaptability. Rather than viewing setbacks as injustices, we learn to see them as opportunities for growth. This shift in perspective empowers us to take charge of our lives, fostering a sense of agency and self-efficacy that can propel us forward. The illusion of expectations can trap us in a cycle of comparison. In today's interconnected world, it is easy to fall into the trap of measuring our worth against the achievements of others. Social media platforms often amplify this phenomenon, showcasing curated versions of people's lives that appear flawless and successful. When we set expectations based on these comparisons, we undermine our self-esteem and fuel feelings of inadequacy. This comparison game creates a toxic environment where we constantly feel pressure to meet arbitrary standards. By recognizing that everyone's journey is unique, we can break free from this cycle and focus on our own growth and progress, appreciating our individual path rather than measuring ourselves against others. Relinquishing expectations can foster a sense of peace and acceptance. When we let go of rigid ideas about how life should unfold, we create space for spontaneity and joy. We learn to embrace the present moment and appreciate life as it is, rather than how we wish it to be. This acceptance does not imply complacency. Rather, it encourages us to be active participants in our lives without the burden of unrealistic expectations. We begin to cultivate a mindset of curiosity and wonder, opening ourselves up to new experiences and opportunities that we may have previously overlooked. While expectations can serve as useful guiding principles, they often morph into illusions that bind us to disappointment and frustration. By understanding the dynamics of attachment, perception, relationships, personal growth, entitlement, comparison, and acceptance, we can liberate ourselves from the constraints of expectation. Letting go of rigid ideals allows us to embrace the richness of life as it unfolds, fostering authenticity, resilience, and genuine connection. In this journey, we learn to appreciate ourselves, our relationships, and the world around us, leading to a more fulfilling and enriched existence. Self-discovery is an essential journey in life that allows individuals to explore their authentic selves and understand their unique identities. This process is not merely about identifying our likes, dislikes, strengths, and weaknesses. It delves deeper into understanding our values, beliefs, passions, and purpose. In a world that often emphasizes conformity and external validation, the path of self-discovery is a vital endeavor that empowers us to live genuinely and intentionally. By embracing this journey, we can unlock our true potential, enhance our relationships, and ultimately lead more fulfilling lives. The first step in the self-discovery journey involves introspection. Taking the time to reflect on our experiences, thoughts, and emotions is crucial for understanding who we are. Introspection encourages us to examine our motivations and reactions to various situations, allowing us to identify patterns that may not serve us well. Through journaling, meditation, or quiet contemplation, we can gain insights into our inner selves. This process can reveal not only our strengths but also the fears and insecurities that hold us back. By acknowledging these aspects, we create a foundation for growth and transformation. Self-discovery also requires a willingness to confront discomfort. Growth rarely occurs in a comfort zone. It often arises from facing challenges and overcoming obstacles. As we explore our true identities, we may encounter feelings of vulnerability, doubt, and fear. It is essential to understand that these feelings are a natural part of the process. Rather than shying away from them, we must embrace the discomfort and use it as a catalyst for growth. Each challenge we face on our journey contributes to our development and understanding of ourselves. The more we confront our fears, the more empowered we become in our pursuit of authenticity. Self-discovery often involves experimenting with new experiences. Trying new activities, meeting new people, and stepping outside of familiar routines can help us uncover hidden passions and talents. Engaging in various pursuits allows us to gather insights about our preferences and what resonates with us on a deeper level. For instance, taking up a new hobby, volunteering, or traveling to unfamiliar places can open our eyes to new possibilities and perspectives. This experimentation can be exhilarating and enlightening, helping us break free from preconceived notions of who we think we should be. Another crucial aspect of self-discovery is understanding our values and beliefs. Our values serve as guiding principles that shape our decisions, relationships, and overall outlook on life. Identifying what truly matters to us, be it family, career, creativity, spirituality, or social justice, provides clarity and direction. Once we are aware of our core values, we can align our actions and choices accordingly. This alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment as we engage in activities and relationships that resonate with our authentic selves. On the other hand, when we operate out of alignment with our values, we may experience dissatisfaction and a sense of emptiness. Recognizing and honoring our values is an essential step toward living a life that reflects our true identities. As we delve deeper into self-discovery, it is also important to recognize the influence of external factors on our identities. Society, culture, and familial expectations often shape our perceptions of ourselves. The pressure to conform to societal norms can lead us to suppress our true selves in favor of acceptance and approval. Acknowledging these external influences is critical in disentangling our authentic identities from imposed expectations. This awareness empowers us to make conscious choices about who we want to be and how we wish to live. It is essential to question the narratives we have internalized and to determine whether they genuinely reflect our desires and aspirations. Building self-awareness is another vital component of the self-discovery journey. Self-awareness allows us to observe our thoughts and behaviors without judgment, providing clarity about our emotional responses and decision-making processes. Through practices like mindfulness, we can cultivate self-awareness, enabling us to recognize triggers and patterns that influence our actions. This heightened awareness not only enhances our understanding of ourselves, but also improves our relationships with others. As we become more self-aware, we can communicate our needs and boundaries more effectively, fostering healthier connections built on mutual respect and understanding. Furthermore, self-discovery is often enriched through feedback from others. Engaging in open conversations with trusted friends, family members, or mentors can provide valuable insights into our strengths and blind spots. Others may see qualities in us that we may not fully recognize or appreciate. Constructive feedback can act as a mirror, reflecting aspects of ourselves that we may overlook. However, it is important to approach feedback with discernment. While constructive criticism can be beneficial, we must also learn to filter out opinions that do not resonate with our authentic selves. Ultimately, the opinions of others should complement our self-understanding rather than define it. The journey of self-discovery is ongoing. It does not have a fixed endpoint. As we grow and evolve, so too will our understanding of ourselves. Embracing this lifelong process means remaining open to change and adaptability. Our experiences, relationships, and environments will continuously shape our identities. By committing to ongoing self-reflection and exploration, we can embrace the fluidity of our identities and remain aligned with our true selves throughout our lives. Self-discovery has a profound impact on our relationships with others. When we understand and accept ourselves, we become more capable of forming genuine connections. Authenticity fosters trust and intimacy, allowing us to engage in relationships that are meaningful and enriching. As we honor our true identities, we create space for others to do the same, fostering an environment of acceptance and growth. These authentic relationships are built on mutual understanding and respect, leading to deeper connections that enrich our lives. The power of self-discovery extends beyond the individual. It has the potential to inspire others. By embracing our authentic selves, we encourage those around us to embark on their journeys of self-exploration. Sharing our experiences, insights, and challenges can create a ripple effect, motivating others to seek their truths and live authentically. In a world that often promotes conformity, the courage to be oneself can spark transformation and empowerment within communities, inspiring collective growth and change. Self-discovery is a powerful and transformative journey that allows individuals to uncover their true identities. Through introspection, confronting discomfort, experimenting with new experiences, understanding values, and embracing self-awareness, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves. This journey not only enhances our personal growth, but also enriches our relationships and empowers us to live authentically. As we embrace the power of self-discovery, we unlock our true potential and create a life that reflects who we are at our core. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness in a world that prizes strength and resilience. However, it is in vulnerability that we discover the true essence of human connection and the foundation for meaningful relationships. Embracing vulnerability allows individuals to shed the facades as they wear and present their authentic selves to the world. This willingness to be open and honest about our feelings, fears, and insecurities creates a space for genuine connections to flourish. In a society that often discourages vulnerability, it becomes imperative to understand its transformative power in forging deep and lasting relationships. To embrace vulnerability is to acknowledge and accept our imperfections and uncertainties. Many people fear vulnerability because it exposes them to judgment, rejection, and criticism. This fear often leads to self-protective mechanisms such as building walls, deflecting emotional intimacy, or adopting a stoic demeanor. While these behaviors may provide temporary comfort, they ultimately hinder the formation of genuine connections. True intimacy requires us to lower our defenses and allow others to see us as we are, flaws and all. By acknowledging our vulnerabilities, we foster an environment where others feel safe to do the same, creating a mutual space for authenticity. One of the most profound aspects of vulnerability is its ability to foster empathy and understanding. When we share our struggles, fears, and insecurities, we invite others into our experiences. This act of openness encourages compassion and connection, as people can relate to the emotions we express. Vulnerability acts as a bridge, breaking down barriers and fostering a sense of belonging. When individuals witness each other's humanity, it cultivates empathy and fosters deeper understanding, creating relationships that are not only more meaningful, but also more resilient. This shared experience of vulnerability often leads to stronger bonds, as both parties feel seen, heard, and valued. Embracing vulnerability is essential for personal growth and self-acceptance. Acknowledging our fears and insecurities allows us to confront them head-on rather than allowing them to dictate our actions. This confrontation often leads to transformative realizations and insights that propel us forward on our personal journeys. For example, when we share our struggles with others, we may receive support, encouragement, or alternative perspectives that help us navigate our challenges. This process of opening up can be liberating, allowing us to shed the weight of isolation and shame. By embracing vulnerability, we break free from the confines of self-doubt and begin to embrace our true selves, fostering a healthier relationship with ourselves. Vulnerability can be a powerful catalyst for intimacy. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable with our partners, friends, or family members, we create a deeper level of trust and connection. Sharing our innermost thoughts and feelings fosters emotional intimacy, strengthening the bonds that hold relationships together. It encourages partners to engage in open dialogue, express their needs, and navigate challenges together. This level of emotional transparency not only enhances the quality of the relationship, but also lays the groundwork for resilience during difficult times. Relationships built on vulnerability are often more robust, as they can weather storms and navigate conflicts with greater understanding and compassion. Embracing vulnerability also encourages authenticity in communication. Many people struggle with expressing their true feelings, often resorting to polite conversations or surface-level interactions. Vulnerability invites us to move beyond these superficial exchanges and engage in meaningful conversations. When we express our thoughts and emotions honestly, we encourage others to reciprocate, creating a culture of openness and authenticity. This honest communication allows for the exploration of deeper topics, facilitating a more profound understanding of one another. Engaging in authentic conversations fosters a sense of connection that transcends the ordinary, enriching relationships and creating lasting memories. Vulnerability can inspire courage in others. When we share our own vulnerabilities and struggles, we create a safe space for those around us to do the same. This ripple effect encourages others to step out of their comfort zones and embrace their own vulnerabilities. Witnessing someone confront their fears and embrace their authentic selves can be profoundly inspiring, motivating others to follow suit. This communal embrace of vulnerability creates a culture of authenticity, where individuals feel empowered to be their true selves without fear of judgment. It cultivates a sense of community, where individuals support one another in their journeys towards self-discovery and acceptance. It is essential to recognize that vulnerability does not equate to oversharing or divulging every detail of our lives. Healthy vulnerability involves discernment and intentionality. It is about choosing the right moments and the right people to share our authentic selves with. Being vulnerable requires a level of trust in our relationships, and it is vital to ensure that we feel safe and supported when opening up. By cultivating relationships that prioritize empathy and understanding, we create a foundation for healthy vulnerability, where individuals can share their authentic selves without fear of exploitation or harm. Vulnerability can lead to a greater sense of fulfillment in life. When we embrace our authentic selves and allow others to see us as we truly are, we create a deeper sense of connection, not only with others, but also with ourselves. This alignment between our inner and outer selves fosters a sense of integrity, allowing us to live authentically. As we cultivate vulnerability in our lives, we become more attuned to our emotions, desires, and needs. This awareness enhances our overall well-being as we engage in relationships and activities that resonate with our true selves. Living authentically is empowering and liberating, providing a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcends superficial achievements. The journey of embracing vulnerability is a lifelong process. It requires continual self-reflection, courage, and a willingness to confront our fears. As we navigate this journey, we may encounter moments of discomfort and uncertainty. However, it is essential to remember that these challenges are integral to the process of growth. Each time we embrace vulnerability, we expand our capacity for connection, empathy, and authenticity. We learn to navigate our emotions, communicate openly, and cultivate relationships that are meaningful and enriching. In a world that often discourages vulnerability, embracing it becomes an act of courage and empowerment. By choosing to be vulnerable, we create space for deeper connections and richer relationships. This journey leads us to understand our true selves, fostering acceptance and compassion for ourselves and others. As we navigate the complexities of life, the power of vulnerability remains a guiding force, illuminating the path toward authentic connections and a more fulfilling existence. Self-care is often misunderstood as a luxury or an indulgence, relegated to moments of leisure rather than being recognized as an essential aspect of overall well-being. In a fast-paced, high-pressure world, prioritizing self-care can feel like a daunting task, yet it is a fundamental necessity for maintaining both physical and mental health. Understanding the importance of self-care means acknowledging that we are not merely machines functioning on autopilot. We are complex beings with emotional, physical, and spiritual needs that must be nurtured. When we make self-care a priority, we invest in our well-being, allowing us to show up fully in our lives, relationships, and responsibilities. At its core, self-care is about recognizing our own needs and making intentional choices to fulfill them. This requires a deep level of self-awareness and an understanding of what truly nourishes us. It may include a variety of activities such as taking time to relax, engaging in physical exercise, spending time in nature, pursuing hobbies, or simply enjoying quiet moments of reflection. The key is to identify the activities that resonate with us personally and to prioritize them in our lives. By actively engaging in self-care, we communicate to ourselves that we are worthy of love and attention, laying the groundwork for a healthier relationship with ourselves. One of the primary benefits of self-care is its ability to enhance mental health. In our busy lives, stress, anxiety, and overwhelm can easily accumulate, leading to feelings of burnout and exhaustion. Regularly engaging in self-care activities serves as a vital antidote to these stressors. Activities that promote relaxation, such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, or yoga, can significantly reduce stress levels and improve our overall emotional state. By taking time for ourselves, we allow our minds to rest and recharge, providing us with the mental clarity needed to navigate life's challenges. This practice of self-care can lead to improved focus, better decision-making, and greater resilience in the face of adversity. Self-care plays a crucial role in fostering physical health. Many people underestimate the profound impact that stress and neglect can have on the body. Chronic stress can lead to a range of health issues, including heart disease, weakened immune function, and digestive problems. Engaging in self-care practices such as regular exercise, healthy eating, and adequate sleep can mitigate these risks and promote overall physical well-being. Exercise, for instance, releases endorphins that enhance mood and alleviate feelings of anxiety and depression. Eating nourishing foods fuels our bodies, providing the energy needed to tackle daily responsibilities. Prioritizing self-care allows us to cultivate a healthier lifestyle, ultimately leading to greater longevity and vitality. In addition to promoting mental and physical health, self-care is instrumental in building emotional resilience. Life is filled with uncertainties and challenges, and having a strong emotional foundation is essential for weathering these storms. When we engage in self-care, we develop coping mechanisms that help us navigate difficult emotions and experiences. For example, journaling can serve as an effective tool for processing feelings, gaining clarity, and reflecting on our experiences. Likewise, engaging in creative pursuits allows us to express ourselves and channel our emotions constructively. By nurturing our emotional well-being through self-care, we equip ourselves with the tools necessary to respond to life's challenges with grace and resilience. Self-care is also integral to nurturing healthy relationships. When we prioritize our own well-being, we become better equipped to show up for others. This paradoxical idea suggests that the more we care for ourselves, the more we can care for those around us. When we are emotionally and physically drained, we may struggle to provide support to loved ones or engage in meaningful connections. On the other hand, by practicing self-care, we cultivate a sense of balance that enables us to be present and supportive in our relationships. This nurturing of our own well-being fosters an environment of mutual respect and understanding, allowing us to connect with others on a deeper level. Another significant aspect of self-care is its role in fostering self-compassion. In a world that often prioritizes achievement and productivity, it is easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism and perfectionism. However, engaging in self-care encourages us to practice kindness toward ourselves. This self-compassion is vital for maintaining a positive self-image and fostering a sense of worthiness. When we treat ourselves with the same care and understanding that we would extend to a friend, we begin to dismantle the negative self-talk that can plague our thoughts. This shift in mindset allows us to cultivate a healthier relationship with ourselves, fostering a sense of inner peace and contentment. Self-care provides an opportunity for self-discovery and personal growth. Taking the time to engage in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment allows us to explore our passions and interests. Whether it's learning a new skill, pursuing a creative hobby, or immersing ourselves in nature, self-care invites us to connect with our authentic selves. This journey of self-exploration can lead to profound insights about our values, desires, and purpose in life. By prioritizing self-care, we create a space for introspection and self-reflection, paving the way for personal growth and transformation. In today's world, where external pressures and demands can often feel overwhelming, the importance of self-care cannot be overstated. It is not merely an act of indulgence, it is an essential practice that supports our overall well-being. By recognizing the significance of self-care, we empower ourselves to take charge of our lives, prioritizing our mental, physical, and emotional health. This commitment to self-care ultimately translates into a more balanced and fulfilling life, allowing us to navigate challenges with resilience and grace. As we cultivate self-care practices, we embark on a journey toward greater self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and authentic living, enriching our lives and the lives of those around us. The message that nobody cares about you serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of personal responsibility and self-awareness in our lives. It challenges us to break free from the limitations of our expectations and realize that ultimately we are the architects of our own destinies. By understanding the significance of self-care, vulnerability, and emotional connections, we can cultivate a life that resonates with authenticity and purpose. When we prioritize our well-being and embrace our vulnerabilities, we not only enrich our lives but also create the foundation for deeper, more meaningful relationships with others. Let us remember that while it may feel daunting to confront the reality that others may not always prioritize our feelings or concerns, this awareness empowers us to take charge of our own lives. It encourages us to invest in ourselves, foster genuine connections, and engage in self-care practices that enhance our well-being. By doing so, we position ourselves to attract the right people and opportunities into our lives, rather than relying on external validation. The journey towards self-discovery and personal growth begins with a commitment to ourselves. Let us embrace the freedom that comes from understanding our worth, navigating our vulnerabilities, and nurturing our well-being. By doing this, we can create a life that not only fulfills us, but also inspires and uplifts those around us. So let us step forward with courage and intention, recognizing that our lives hold immense value. And in caring for ourselves, we can make a profound impact on the world.